महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमम् देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। अथ नवमोऽध्यायः।
अथ नवमोऽध्यायः।
श्रीभगवानुवाच
श्रीभगवानुवाच
The first three shlokas of this chapter introduces the topic Rajavidya Rajagudya. So Bhagavan says that Anasuyave, to you, I will teach you Jnanam Vijnana Sagitam, knowing which you become free from samsara. And that is Rajavidya, it is Rajagugyam, it is Pavitram, and it is Pratyaksha-avagamam, Dharmyam, Susukam, Kartum Susukam, Adhyayam iti praises the Rajavidya. And that is not for those who don't have Shraddha. So not having Shraddha, therefore, Aprapya Mam Samsara, Nitya Samsara Vartmani, Nivartante, Punah Punaha, Samsare, Punah Punaha, Punah again and again, Punah Punaha, Samsara Chakre, Samsare, Samsara Chakre, Janma Marana Samsara Chakre, Punah Punaha, Agachati Gachati, Nitya Samsara Vartmani, in the path. Samsara, that is the path of coming and going. Janma Marana, Chakra. They get caught, having not gained. If they had Shraddha and gained this knowledge, they would have become free. Iti Yatireka Mukena, the benefit of gaining this knowledge. That is moksha, is pointed out. Then in the fourth and fifth shloka, important shloka, where the essence of the teaching of the Vedanta is given, though it seems to be contradictory, seeming contradictory statements. But that the Vedanta is like that because the Mithya to be presented to that way. Because it is Mithya, therefore only it requires to be taught. Because there is contradiction, but it is not real contradiction, seeming contradiction. Astani Sarvabhutani, important these two shlokas, fourth and fifth shloka. Nayatatam idam sarvam jagatav vyaktamurtina. By me, the entire Jagat is pervaded. It means the entire Jagat is, I pervade the entire Jagat. So the entire Jagat is, pervade the entire Jagat means the entire Jagat is myself. Therefore, he says, Mastani Sarvabhutani. All the beings are me. Achakam Tesha Vastitaha. Not, I'm not in them. And this statement itself is contradicted by the next line. Nachamastani Bhutani. Even beings are not there in me. So, Nachastani Sarvabhutani, Nachamastani Bhutani. Contradiction. So, this contradiction is not real. It is Satyam Mithya. As the water is there, waves are there. Waves are in water. But in water, waves are not there. Waves are in water. Tarangaha. Tarangaha jale santi. But what about water? In water, waves are not there. Waves are in water. But in water, waves are not there. It means, this is what here it says. The statement is, waves are in water, but in water, waves are not there. What is this? Contradiction. All waves are in water. And you say again, in water, waves are not there. It means the water doesn't require waves for its existence. In water, waves are not there. Means waves are there whose existence is dependent on water. So Jala, water exists independently. So waves enjoy existence because of water, but water doesn't require wave for its existence. Therefore, in water, waves are not there. So, Brahma, Atma is there. This Jagat, which has got empirical reality, has its dependence on this Paramarthika Sattva. So, therefore, Sarvabhutani Machstani. All waves are in water. Nachamastani Bhutani. In water, there are no waves. It means water is Satyam, waves are Mithya. Agam Satyam, this Bhutani Jagat is Mithya. Nachagam Tesha Avasitaha. I don't, that is Agam Teshu Na Avasitaha. They exist in me, I don't exist in them. It means I am independent, they are dependent. This is what Satyam Mithya. Brahma Satyam, Agam Brahma Satyam. And this Jagat, which includes all the Bhutas, they are Mithya. So Mithya has its dependence on Sat Brahma. And Sat Brahma alone is there everywhere. It is there in Bhuta. So it is free. It is independent. Doesn't have dependency on anything. So therefore, having said, Matstani Sarvabhutani, Nachamatstani Bhutani. In fact, the Jagat itself is not there. That is Jagat. So, from the Paramatika standpoint, Nachamastani Bhutani. For the Vyavaharika standpoint, you can say Matstani Sarvabhutani. The Paramartika. What is there in clay? What is there in what exists? What enjoy existence because of clay? Therefore, what is in clay? But in clay, what is not there? Because what is there is only clay alone. In spite of having a form in the name, it is nothing but clay. Where is pot? There is no pot. There is no pot at all. Nachamastani bhutani. The Jagat is dismissed. Doesn't have existence at all from Paramartika standpoint. So, therefore, Sad Brahma, Ishvara exists. Without Jagat, Ishvara exists. But what about Jagat? Jagat cannot exist without Ishvara. Therefore, Satya Mitya, Adhisthana, Adhyasa, Sambandha. So therefore, this Bhutani, they have its Adhishthanam in Brahma. And Adhishthanam has to be independent. That is, that which is independent, that is Satya. That which has dependency is Mithya. And Mithya has dependency, therefore it is empirical reality. For Paramarthika, this Mithya Jagat is swallowed. The what is there is only Brahma alone. Therefore, Nachamastani Bhutani. See, negated, Jagat is negated. Viveka of Gyan, Jagat is negated. Jnani perceiving the Jagat, the empirical, at the empirical level only, he knows it is Mithya, doesn't enjoy substantial reality. So, therefore, there is no Jagat. That is why, in spite of Jnani seemingly doing karma, he is not affected because karma he doesn't do. Though he performs karma, he doesn't do. Though he performs karma, doesn't do, is not contradictory, no contradiction. Kartrutvam not there. Kartrutvam is possible only when he has Abhimana with the Sharira Manasangata. Even everything is Brahma. He doesn't have Abhimana with this limited body mind sense complex. Everything is Brahma. Then how can he do karma? Kartrut Abhimana not there, therefore karma not there. Therefore doing, he doesn't do. Kurunanapi na karoti, na kilvisham apnoti, iti. So therefore it is, the Satya Mithya is present. The Mithya is that which has dependent reality, dependent existence. That is Mithya. Sat, Brahma is, Satyam is that which enjoys independent existence. Therefore, to interpret the Mithya Jagat, the empirical Jagat, because where one experiences, wherein one gains experiences, one does karma, therefore it has to be interpreted. So Jagat is interpreted. This Jagat, the creation of Jagat, the Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, and therefore, since it cannot enjoy independent existence, therefore it must have a karta, must have Sati karta, Srishti karta, Sati karta, Laya karta. So that is what said in the second line. Bhuta Bhrit, Nacha Bhutastaha, Vamatma Bhuta Bhavanaha. And having said this, now the question comes, so Bhagavan is the Srishtikarta. From the standpoint of the empirical reality, it is Srishtikarta. From the standpoint of Paramarthika Sat, there is no Jagat, therefore Kartruttam also not there. Only when Jagat is there, we can talk about Karta, and therefore Srishtikarta, Satikarta, Layakarta. When Jagat itself is dismissed as Mithya, from the standpoint of the Paramarthika Sat, or from the point of a Jnanavastha, it's not there, then how can we say Bhagavan is the Srishtikarta, Satikarta, Layakarta? Okay, but even if you say Srishtikarta, Satikarta, Layakarta from standpoint of the Jagat empirical reality, when we say will not Bhagavan because because of the Jagat, he created the Jagat, will it not be tainted by this? No. How? Because here Bhagavan gives the example is Yata Akashasito Nityam Vayus Sarvatrokamaha. The Asangatvam of Ishvara. Though Ishvara is, we say, Karta, Srishti Karta. That Kartrutvam is Bhadita Kartrutvam. Therefore, Asangaha. Like space. Space accommodates everything when we say. That's, it means a space is the karta of accommodating things. Space always is asangaha, not tainted by the objects, not tainted by any objects which the space can contain. Space contains everything, but still it is asangaha, not touched by what, not touched by what it accommodates. Similarly, Bhagavan also. Achedyoyam adagyoyam akledyo shoshevacha, not tainted, not touched by. Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dhagati pavakaha. Therefore, asangatvam of Ishvara. So Jagat cannot, this Jagat, the Srishti cannot taint the Lord, cannot touch the Lord, cannot contaminate contaminate Ishvara. Therefore, asangatvam, and this as Paraprakriti. We saw this on the chapter, Paraprakriti, Aparaprakriti. Then to explain the Srishti, with the help of Aparaprakriti, the Srishti is created. Therefore, the Srishti, the Jagat, the whole creation comes to existence. The creation, it is sustained and it resolves. There must be a cause. What is the cause? The Jagat Srishti Sati Laya Karanam. Laya Karanam is this Paraprakriti, which is blessed by Aparaprakriti, which is blessed by Paraprakriti. So Ishvara. So we say Ishvara. When Bhagavan says, I am the creator, when Bhagavan says, I am the creator, Srishtikarta, it means Bhagavan performs the action of the creation, therefore, it becomes Karta, Srishtikarta. So Srishtikarta means Kartratvam. If Bhagavan is the Karta, then he becomes the Bhokta, because every karma has its palam. The palam has to be enjoyed by the Karta. If Bhagavan is the Karta, then he has to be the Bhokta. Being a doer, he has to enjoy the result of karma. So Srishtikarta, Sritikarta, Layakarta, but Bhagavan is not touched by karma because asangaha, asangatvat. Yata akasha stito nityam vayu sarvatra bhavan. So therefore, sarvani bhutani prakritim. So next shloka, 7th shloka. Tata sarvani, sixth shloka. Tata sarvani bhutani matstani iti padharaya. All the bhutas matstani iti padharaya. So these bhutas are in me, but I'm not tainted by them. I'm not tainted by any of them. Therefore, asangaha, karta, the same time not a karta. That is what asangaha. Asangatva means seeming kartrutva, but not real kartrutva. Asangaha. Because there is a notion of sangha, therefore asangaha. Space accommodates. So as though that space does the job of accommodating things. So accommodating, what happened to the space? Does it increase or does it decrease or does it say that I cannot accommodate? No. The space accommodates air. Vayu, everything, everywhere is there, and they are in this space. The Vayu is contaminated, but space is not contaminated. Similarly, this Jagat, Sarvabhutani, they are all in me, but I am not touched by them. The Papa Punya of the Bhutas cannot touch me. I accommodate everything, but I am not touched by them. Asangaha. So asangatvam of Ishvara, Paramatma is talked about. Because Papa Punyas are there for the Jiva, therefore Sarvani Bhutani, all the beings, what happens? At the end of the Srishti, they go to unmanifest avastha and they emerge again when the Srishti, when the Kalpa begins. Sarva Bhutani, Prakriti, Mamikam Prakriti. Mamikam Prakriti means Prakriti, my Prakriti, Mamikam Prakriti, my Prakriti. Mamikam, here it is, that manifest, unmanifest avastha. Because of manifestation, it goes to unmanifest avastha, my Prakriti. My Prakriti, why Bhagavan says, because of Prakriti, Maya depends on me, therefore Mama Prakriti. And Bhagavan is independent of the Prakriti Maya. Srishti has to be explained, therefore Maya. And therefore Prakriti, Mamikam Prakriti. But Maya itself, from the standpoint of the Lord, not there. From the standpoint of the Jagat, the Upadhi, the Maya Prakriti is there. Therefore, all the beings, they return, Yanti, they go back to Mamikam Prakriti, unmanifest avastha, Mamikam Prakriti, Abhyakta avastha, Kalpado, again Visarjami. Again Visarjami, as though Bhagavan, he creates. But Visarjatvam, Kartratvam, it is seeming, it is Bhadita. Not Bhagavan really. Bhagavan really create. Kalpado at the beginning of the cycle. Because already Satya Midya talked about. Therefore, Visarjami will not have any problem understanding Kalpado Vakam Visarjami. I create them at the beginning of the Kalpa. Kalpakshaye, they enter into Avyakta Avastha, they come to Mamikam, Prakritim Yanti, they go to unmanifest Avastha, and the Kalpado at the beginning of the Kalpa, I again create them. Therefore, this creation is the creation, the creatorship is, it is superimposed. It is not real. To explain the Jagat, to explain the Jagat, to explain the Bhuta, Sarva Bhutani, for which the Karana must be there, the Karana is Ishvara. And therefore, we say Ishvara is a creator, but Ishvara doesn't really create. He is Asangaha, Yata, Akashasto, Vityaha, Vityam, Vayu, Sarvatraho, Maha. Jivas have Papa Punya, and therefore that becomes the seed for the next Janma. So, in keeping with the Karma Pala of the Jiva, the next Srishti is, the next Kalpa is created. So, therefore, Akam Visajami Kalpado, the beginning of the Kalpa, the creation. I create. I create means beings are born because of that Papa Punya. And that is attributed to the Lord. That's why we ask question, why did Bhagavan create this Jagat? What is the reason? Why should we suffer? Why should beings suffer? Attributing everything to the Lord and blaming the Lord. Not understanding the Satyam Mithya. All these are adhyastha on the Adhisthana. And Adhisthana, Ishvara is taken to be the creator. And therefore, we have the creator Lord. We have the Lord of sustenance, the one who sustains. And similarly, Laya Karta, Tridevaha, Brahma, Ishvara, and Vishnu iti. All these for the people who have not yet evolved or not yet grasped the teaching of Vedanta. Bhagavan is free from karma. There is no kartrutva, and therefore there is no bhoktrutva. Even if kartrutvam is there, that is bharita kartrutva. Being free from the sense of doership. Karma done is bharita. It is not the karma done by the person, that the result of the karma will not go to the person. Why? Because only when the person is a karta, he will be a bhokta. The kartrutvam is bharita, then bhoktrutvam is also bharita. So, kartrutvam bhoktrutvam means bharita means that the karta bhokta is attributed. It is superimposed. It is a superimposed. Like we superimpose in the presence of the light. The doctor performs operation or a mother kills. So light is, so therefore light is a culprit. The knife, or light or a knife, the doctor performs surgery with the knife and the murderer performs the murder with the knife. Knife being what it is. It is neither the karta nor the bhokta. It is operated by, it is handled by two different people, therefore two different actions, two different results, two different action, two different results. We cannot attribute the action to the knife. It is asangaha. In spite of knife alone penetrating the body of the person, whether the person is a patient or it's an opponent, the knife is asangaha. In spite of piercing the sharira, it is asangaha. That is why knife is not punished. It is asangaha. But knife alone kills. Knife alone enters the shariram and causes death. Or knife alone the doctor uses and saves the patient. The knife doesn't get papam, neither gets punyam. It is asangaha. So Bhagavan also asangaha. Therefore, the kartrutvam, bhoktrutvam, the srishtikarta and the layakarta, sutikarta, it is superimposed on the Lord. From the standpoint of the Srishti, the Lord is there, therefore Bhagavan is the Karta. And that Kartutvam doesn't taint the Lord. That is why the Udaharanam, the example given, Yata Akashaha. It accommodates Vayu but not touched by Vayu, Asangatvam. A Jnani also, because of understanding this truth, he also become Asangaha. That is why Kurvanapi na karoti. Kurvanapi na kilbisham apnoti. So then Prakritim Swam Avashtabhya Visarjami Punah. Then the creation, we have to explain the creation, how the creation is explained. Prakritim, with the help of Paraprakriti, the Srishti. Paraprakriti is Maya, Ishvara's Prakriti. So I create. Prakritim Swam Avashtabhya. Bhagavan is Mayavi and Maya is Prakriti. So this Mayavi, this Ishvara, Prakritim Avashtabhya, presiding over the Prakriti. Yes, control over the Prakriti. Jiva doesn't have control over Ajnana. Ajnana overrules Jiva, whereas Ishvara Upadhi, over Upadhi, Ishvara has mastery, has control. Therefore, Avashtabhya, presiding over my Prakriti, Prakritim Swam Avashtabhya, Visrajami, I create. Visrajami, Punaf Bhuta Gramam Imam Bhuta Gramam, this Grama, this multitude of living beings I create. Therefore, Avasham Prakriter Vashat, and these beings, the Jiva being helpless, Avasham, because Jiva has Papa Punya. So, in keeping with the Papa Punya, they are born. They are born, and Bhagavan is attributed. Bhagavan says, Aham Visrajami. He creates. The creatorship is, we need to know the creatorship attributed to the Lord is not real creatorship. So, Visrajami. When we understand Satya Mithya, then we can understand Visrajami. When it is used Uttama Purusha, Ekavachanam, when Bhagavan says, we don't have any problem in understanding when Bhagavan says, Agam Visrajami, Agam Srishtikarta, Agam Layakarta. So, because of the Prakriti, Trigunatmika Prakriti, Bhagavan says, I create this Bhuta Gramam, and this Bhuta Grama is helpless because they are under the Vasha of Prakriti, therefore, they are born. They are born, and next shloka says, because Bhagavan creates. Acha mam tani karmani nibadranti. Because I create this bhuta gramam, the activities of creation, then sthiti and laya are performed by me. Do they bind me? No. Acha mam tani nibadranti. Tani referring to karmani. Tani karmani. Mam na nibadranti. Do not bind me because agam asaktaha, asangaha. I don't do karma, therefore no karma pala. Free from karma and therefore free from karma pala. And udasinavat, like a person, udasina, indifferent person. who is not involved. Sanidhya matrena. Udasina means is not involved. Is udasinam indifferent. So udasinam teshu karmasu asaktam. With regard to the karma, teshu karmasu. What karma? With regard to srishti karma, siti karma, laya karma, asaktam, aham asangaha. Therefore, they do not bind me. And udasinavate, just being indifferent, not involved. In the presence of me, sanidhya matrena, everything happens. In the presence of the Lord, everything happens. In what we do, we attribute everything unto the Lord. And Lord is not touched by any of the action. We can say Bhagavan is the creator, he is a sustainer and he is a dissolver. Bhagavan is a karta, he is a bhokta, he is asanga. That is the swarupa of the Lord. That is the swarupa of Jiva also. But Jiva not knowing takes oneself to be a karta, therefore there is samsara. And Bhagavan knows, therefore he is never a samsari. Never a karta, therefore never a samsari. So therefore this creatorship, all these are attributed to the Lord. Therefore Udasinavat, it says Udasinavat, to explain the srishti for which the karanam is attributed to the Lord. And Bhagavan is, says Udasinavat, like a person who is not involved, who is completely detached. Up to this shloka, we have seen. Now from the 10th shloka, we have to read. Let us read. Mayadhyekshena prakritihi
मयाध्यक्षेण प्रकृतिः
Suryate Sacharacharam
सूयते सचराचरम्
Etunanena Kaunteya
हेतुनानेन कौन्तेय
Jagat Viparivartate.
जगत् विपरिवर्तते.
Prakritihi Suyate. So Bhagavan says, I am my presence. My presence is that everything functions. Prakritihi. Maya Adhyakshena. Presided over by me. Adhyaksha. Adhyaksha means president. Adhyakshena. Presidents. Maya Adhyakshena. Not Bhagavan supervises. Prakriti does her job and Bhagavan supervises. Just in the presence of me, presided over by me. Otherwise, Prakriti cannot perform. Prakriti will be inoperative. Prakriti is Jada. How can Apara Prakriti can create? Apara Prakriti is Jada. In the presence of me alone, Para Prakriti, Prakriti, Apara Prakriti. Maya Adhyakshena Prakriti, Prakriti is Apara Prakriti. Maya. Suyate creates what? This Sacharacharam Jagat. Sacharacharam is Jagat. Chara, Achara. So Chara, Chara, Saha, Charam cha, Acharam cha. Saha, Characharena Saha. Characharam is referring to the Jagat. Charatmakam is Jagat. Sacharacharam. So this Jagat, Sacharacharam, this Jagat consisting of Chara and Achara. Suyate, Shunjdatu, Atmanipati. Suyate, Suyate, Suyante, Shunjdatu. Atmanipati Dhatu, which is the fourth Gana Dhatu, Shunj Dhatu, because it is Git, therefore only Atmanipati. So Suyate, Prakriti is Suyate. And this is fourth Gana, therefore Karmani Prayoga also will look same. But here it is Suyate, Prakriti is the subject, therefore Suyate, Prakriti creates this Sacharacharam. Sacharacharam, Jagat. Chara is Jangama. Achara is Stavaram, that which doesn't move. Acharam. So, Sacharacharam. Sacharacharam Jagat. So, Prakriti Suyate Utpadayati. Suyate Utpadayati. Maya Adhyakshena, presided over by me. So Jagat creates. Charati iti charaha, na charati acharaha. So Jagat, which consists of the moving and non-moving. It means sentient and insentient. Jagat, which consists of this, is created by Prakriti. Prakriti do not create by of its own. It is not independent of me. Therefore, Maya Adhyakshena. If it is independent, Prakriti creates, then what am I doing? Then there will be two things. Ishvara and Prakriti, Dvaitam. Purusha and Prakriti, Dvaitam will result. Therefore, Prakriti is also Jadameva, it is Mithya. So, me presiding over, in the presence of me, this Maya, the Prakriti, Maya Adhyakshena, this Maya Prakriti, blessed by me, the Prakriti creates. So, I am the Adhyaksha. In the presence of me, Maya Adhyakshena, with me presiding over, this Prakriti creates. Drishti Matra Surupena, Sanidhya Matrena, Vashikara says, Drishti Matra Surupena. Drishti Matra Surupena, this Maya, this creates. Drishti Matra Surupena, Maya by me. Who am I? Maya, which doesn't have any form, Nirgunam, not subject to any change. Not subject to any change. That Maya, in the presence of me. And therefore it is independent. I, the Nirgunam Brahma, Nirgunam Brahma, in the presence of me, the Prakriti undergoes change. This Prakriti is Adhyastha and Atma. Without Atma, Prakriti cannot create, itself cannot create. It is the Prakriti, like it is Atma is there, therefore, in the presence of Atma Chaitanyam, therefore the Sharira Manasangata functions. In the absence of that, body cannot function, Indriya cannot function, mind cannot think, there cannot be any thoughts. Thoughts cannot be illumined without Chaitanyam. So therefore, in the presence of Atma, there are thoughts are witnessed, the Sharira Manasangata functions similarly. Therefore, Maya Adhyakshena, it means in the presence of the Prakriti creates, therefore I don't do. Bhagavan doesn't do. Similarly, in the presence of me, Sharira Manasangata, Jada is insentient. Sharira Manasangata is insentient only. And life is there, and life manifests through this Sharira Manasangata, therefore we see sentiency in the Shariram. But the sentiency doesn't belong to the Shariram. So Shariram is insentient. When life is there, in the presence of Atma, it is sentient. And karma done by the Shariram is superimposed on Atma, and Atma is said to be then assumed to be taken to be karta bhakta. But one who knows the truth, karmani akarma, the question, akarmani cha karmyaha, saka buddhiman. Similarly, the karma, the action, the srishti, sati, laya, which is performed by the Prakriti, is attributed to the Lord. But no, the Bhagavan knows karmani akarma pashyati, akarmani karma darshanam. So, therefore, blessed by me, the Prakriti creates this jagat. The creation is not for Ishvara. It is not for Ishvara. It is not for Atma also. Because Atma and Ishvara, they are changeless. They cannot be Bhokta. How can Atma be a Bhokta? How can Ishvara be a Bhokta? So therefore, because the Srishti is created for experiencing the karma pala. And unfortunately, Jiva, while experiencing, they do karma, further karma, and they become a bhukta. But Atma can never be a karta, therefore never be a bhokta. Then why this creation? Why this creation? For whom is this creation? So therefore, creation is there only from the standpoint of the jiva who takes it to be real. Where is creation then? But creation has to be explained. So therefore, and the jiva, the jnani jivas are there. Karma it does with the intention to experience a certain karma pala, the kartrutva, bhoktrutva, therefore srishti. Otherwise, Atma cannot do karma, therefore creation cannot be for the Atma. And why creation? Because the Ajnani Jiva takes themselves to be Karta and Bhokta, therefore this creation. So therefore Srishti, Maya Adhyakshena Prakriti Suyate, my presence. Therefore Ishvara, as Ishvara, my presence is that is the contribution. My contribution is my presence. In the presence of me, the Jagat Viparivartate changes. How does it change? From manifest to unmanifest, unmanifest to manifest. Kalpado Visrujami, Kalpakshaye, Mamikam Yanti. In the presence of me, everything happens. So Jagat undergoing change. Undergoing changes, Jagat comes to manifest and unmanifest. So it all happens in the presence of me. But I'm not touched by them. Yata Akashaha Sitaha Nityam, Vayu Sarvatraho Mahan. So Anena Yetuna Kaunteya, Jagat Parivartate. Jagat undergoing changes, Anena Yetuna. Anena Yetuna is because of my presence. Anena, because Maya Adhyakshena, that is Anena. Maya Adhyakshena Prakriti Suyate, Maya Adhyakshena, Anena, by me, in the presence of me, the Jagat undergoes change. Because Prakriti being Jada, the change in Jagat also is not possible without my presence. So in the presence of me, everything happens. In the presence of light, the person can do karma. Of course, that example has got limitation. So in the presence of, you can say, in the presence of the lamp burns, the lamp burns, and the fire burns a finger. Does the fire really burn the finger? Yes, at the same time, no. If you say the fire burns, if you insert your finger into the fire, of course, the fire will burn. It is its nature, it is its swarupa. At the same time, fire would say, I didn't burn. You inserted a finger, therefore you got burned. So my job is to burn whatever comes to me, whatever comes to me, then I burn. That is the nature of Agni. So therefore, attributing that burning is done by the fire is not proper. So I am there. The fire is there. You inserted the finger, therefore you got burned. So attributing that, you are the burner. Yes, I am the burner, at the same time I am not. So like that, Bhagavan also here, Maya Adhyakshena. Yes, I am the creator. At the same time, I am not the creator. The presence of me, the Prakriti is nothing but the Samashti. That is the seed for the next creation. The Samashti Karmapala is stored. That comes to manifestation. For it to manifest, the presence of Bhagavan is required. Therefore, Yeto Anena Hetuna, this Jagat Maya Anena Hetuna, by me, the presence of me, the Jagat undergoes change, and change in the form of manifest and unmanifest. Srishti Laya. Kalpado Visujami Kalpakshaye Mamikam Yanti Bhutani, Sarvani Bhutani. So what did Bhagavan do? Why did Bhagavan create? Why did Bhagavan make people suffer by creating this Jagat? In the beginning, we asked the question, but it is blaming the Lord, but it is not Bhagavan to be blamed. It is our Ajnanam to be blamed. Not knowing the truth, we blame the Lord. We attribute the creatorship ship to the Lord and blame the Lord. When there is no real creation, even if we take creation, the creation, this Jagat, is because of the pala, karma pala of the jiva. So they are the cause for the suffering. How can Bhagavan be held responsible for it? That people don't know. That is what's in the next shloka. Let us read. Avajananti ma mudha
Avajananti mam muda
manushim tanumashritam
manushim tanumashritam
param bhavamajanantah
param bhavamajanantah
amabhuta maheshwaram
mama bhuta maheshwaram
mama avajananti 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 ma mudam manushim tanu mashitam. Mam mudaha avajananti. Subject is mudaha. Mudaha, not murkaha. Mudaha, deluded. Because they don't have viveka, therefore deluded. They don't have the clear discerning capacity, discerning power. They don't know clearly the things as they are. They don't have discrimination, therefore mudaha. Not their murkaha. Mudaha. Even an intelligent person also can be mudaha. But intelligent cannot be murka. It's contradictory. So mudaha, deluded. Avajananti. They do not recognize. Param bhavam. Mama bhavam is param bhavam. Para prakriti. Param bhavam. They do not recognize the param bhavam, parasvarupam. That is agam, akarta, abhokta, asangaha. Atma is akarta, abhokta. So kartrutvam, bhoktrutvam is adhyasthan atma. So for not knowing atma, taking atma to be the karta and bhokta, confining that to sharira manasangata, and ishvara to similarly ishvara also. Therefore, param bhavam ajanantaha mama param bhavam ajanantaha mama bhuta maheshwaram manashim tanum ashritam. So mama bhuta maheshwaram, not maheshwaram. Param bhavam, my higher nature. And what is that maheshwaram? Mahancha aso ishvaraha. Maheshwaraha. Maheshwara, Mahan Ishvara. He is the Lord, greatest Lord of all the beings, and he is greatest. So the para prakriti, higher nature of Ishvara, Brahma, and the Atma, they don't know. They don't know Ishvara. When we say they don't know oneself, because Ishvara is not, Jiva is not different from Paramatma. So they don't know Ishvara means they don't know themselves. So not having the knowledge of Paraprakriti, not having the knowledge of oneself, Atma. Therefore, Mudaha, not able to discriminate and discern, understand that Atma from Anatma, Paraprakriti from Aparaprakriti. Therefore, Manushim Tanam Ashitam Avajananti. They consider me to be Manushim. Manushim as though obtained in the human Shariram. Not recognizing the Atma, they take Manushim Tanam Ashitaha. Manushim, they not deluded people, na avajananti, having failed to recognize me, where is me? Tanam Ashitam, I who is obtained the Shariram, blessing the Shariram, not able to recognize me, they are deluded. They are deluded, therefore, they are not able to recognize me. As Atma, like Akasha, I am not limited, do not have any particular location, all pervasive. Even Akashasyapi Karanam Aham, Sarvabhuta Maheshwaram, Bhutana Maheshwaraha. So not knowing me, these people are deluded. They are deluded, therefore they don't know me. But they don't know me, therefore deluded. In fact, they are deluded, therefore they don't know me. They don't have the viveka, the thinking faculty. Not that they don't have, they have, but they don't use it. So those who use, they are blessed. So not able to use, not properly using the faculty which are given, taking myself to be, taking oneself to be the Sharima Sangata, people are deluded. Whereas Atma is Stula Sukma Sharira Vitiriktaha, Avastatare Sakshi, Panchakosha Atitaha Atma, not knowing that taking to be this Anatma Shariram, Sharima Sangata, therefore they are Mudaha. Bhashakara uses the word Varakaha, Mudaha. So Varakaha means Nichaha Ityartaha. Mama Jnanam. Mama avajnana abhavena. Varakaha, Nichaha, Mudaha, Nichaha. They are lowly people because they don't use the faculty given. Not using the faculty which Bhagavan has given, therefore not knowing, therefore they are Nichaha, lowly people. Who are lowly people? Really, those who don't use their buddhi, they are lowly. So not knowing my limitless nature. Mama parambhavam ajanantaha. Mama parambhavam ajanantaha. Ajanantaha, not knowing. Parambhavam ajanantaha. They are deluded. Ajanantaha parambhavam bhutana maheshwaram. These deluded people, mudaha, mam, manushim tanum ashitam. It is not only with regard, we can take this shloka as referring to the Lord Krishna, or we can take this shloka referring to the jiva itself. Jiva not knowing its swarupa, not knowing atma swarupa, that aham atma, atma swarupa, paraprakriti, not knowing, confining oneself to this Shriyamara Sangata because of adhyasa, superimposing this anatma shariram and atma, taking the anatma shariram to be oneself. Therefore, they are deluded. Therefore, they are samsara. They are samsari. So, parambhavam is atma bhavam, paraprakriti, atma, not knowing, they are deluded. Avajananti. Therefore only they are in samsara. This is a samsara karanam. What is samsara karanam? Samsara karanam is ajnanam. And therefore moksha karanam is this samsara nivritti, ajnana nivritti. So therefore Bhagavan says here, I am the Atma of all the beings. They do not know me, therefore they are in samsara. So samsara karanam is ajnanam. And further he says, the effect of this ajnanam, it describes such people. Because of this ajnanam, they are samsara, and condition of these people, the description of these ajnanis are given in the next shloka. Moghasha Mogakarmanaha. We'll see that in the next class. Let's stop here. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Bharutaha Stunvanti Divyai Stavai Vedai Sangha Parakshavopanishadai Yantiyam Samaga Jhanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyantiyam Yoginaha Yasyantam na vidusura suraganaha Devaya tasmai namaha. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavadaha.
धन्यवादः गुरुजी.
धन्यवाद शरणजी.